You're watching Pyro Media Network. Hello, Pyro Media family. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of the new edition of Conversations with Clergy. Y'all already know who I am, Dr. Donta Morrison, and many of y'all from the Donta Show remember this guy right here from New York, the amazing
Dana Lewis. How are you guys?
is in the building. And Conversations with my whole intro ruined.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
Ruined. Conversations with Clergy is sponsored by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, or the HVTN. The HVTN is a phenomenal think tank of leaders that are diligently fighting to find a cure for HIV, as well as come up with all kind of other vaccines related to HIV, COVID-19, tuberculosis, and whatnot. They are a global entity that is doing some phenomenal work, and they are supporting Conversations with Clergy. Also, Church One Ministries out in Long Beach, California, under the direction of Bishop W. Todd Urban Sr., supports Conversations with Clergy as well. So these two entities are the reasons why we are still here and we are still thriving. So shout out to the HBTN and Church One, and we are back and in effect. So listen, if you are familiar with the Donta Show, go ahead and invite your friends, family, cousins, and loved ones to check us out. Make sure to follow. What's up, Tasha? I will see you this Saturday. I'm so excited. What's it? Right, the cough. It's all about this cough.
It's okay, Miss Branch. I'm just clearing my throat to get ready. me.
It's the cough. God. So we are back. We took a hiatus. We explained last week what that was all about. We had a lot going on. What's up, Daryl? How you doing, fam? We had a lot going on, and we changed the name. Well, I changed the Conversations with Clergy because I used to do a show where I bring a lot of clergy on to talk about HIV, COVID-19, what the church needs to do, the Black church specifically. But we are here in effect. But announcement from last time, if those of you did not check it out last time, Dana, why are you here? Because what?
Because we are one.
Why are you part of Conversations with Clergy?
Because I've been
come on, tell them.
Ishkatai. I've been elevated.
Right.
I am now an ordained elder 1 year and a month.
A month. Yeah.
Yes, ordained.
Yeah. So Dana is now an ordained elder, and you want to say the denomination?
In Church of God in Christ.
Woo! And he is on Conversations with Clergy. You got to be born in. So with that being said, you already know that this is controversial, right? Because he is sitting next to who? He is sitting next to me, but we are brothers outside
no titles, none of that.
No doctor, no clergy, no nothing. We are brothers, and this is a safe space for us to come together. And I just saw a post earlier today, somebody asked, can gay and straight be friends? And I'm like, that's such an asinine question to ask. But I guess the question is kind of relevant. But can gay and straight be friends? Like, yeah, of course, gay dudes and straight dudes can be friends. Like the majority of my friends are straight, and people be looking like, what, for real? Yeah,
right.
Yeah. A lot of my close, tight circle, they're heterosexual, believe it or not. So I just think that's just the funniest question to ask. But all that aside, we are here and we are back.
But
so,
let me pause that.
Oh yeah, go ahead and pause. Go ahead, you pause. I'll invite some more.
Let's
folks.
go back to the Donta show.
Go back.
There are levels.
Right.
Of my toleration.
There are levels.
Being friends with one of the community.
Right. There are levels.
Okay. Yeah. Now if you guys remember our levels.
DEFCON 1 through 3. So
I can't deal with DEFCON. Yeah. I don't think
you okay? So I
don't think anybody that can deal with DEFCON.
Yeah. So Dana had to get kind of inaugurated into the scene to understand how this kind of all works. So I am what people would say is someone that they can feel like, okay, I can hang around you. But there's other gays that's like, oh, that's just a little too much. But at the end of the day, gay is gay. Gay is gay. But of course, I respect Dana, and I make sure that my boy is protected. Because one thing that I cannot stand is when I get DM'd or whatnot. Is Dana really straight? Yes, Dana is really straight. He's 100% straight because yeah, Dana is 100% straight, and that irks me. And people think that because I'm gay and Dana is straight, that there must be something. There must be some curiosity.
Right.
But I never get accused. That's the funny part about it. I never get accused of being a closeted heterosexual.
That's crazy.
They never say, well, Dante gonna take your girl one day.
Right.
Well, I'm a threat. I can put some bass in this voice. What?
And then show your doctorate degree.
Show my doctorate.
They think you got money.
I mean, don't think. No. What's up? What's good? What's good, Ma? Holla at your boy.
That AARP card.
Yeah, holla at your boy. Right. I get discounts at Sizzler, all kind of stuff. I'm
rent a car.
Right. Good car insurance, all that. But yeah, we just want to come. We back, y'all. So we are back every Monday at 7:00 right here on Power Media Network, the Dante Show on YouTube and Dana's page. We're back. We're in effect.
Stop.
But
it's not the Dante Show.
Oh, Conversation with Clergy. We're back, but it's a different take. So we're gonna do a lot of conversations about education and wellness and whatnot from a faith-based perspective. So you're gonna enjoy it. So just stay tuned. Here we go. It's all about that bass. It's all about that bass. All about that bass. So here we go. So let's start our iteration of just tributes. Last week we gave a shout out to James Earl Jones because he passed away. So we paid homage to that and recognized him and gave our favorite James Earl Jones movie and all that kind of stuff. But man, since then, people have still been transitioning, just transitioning. So we didn't get a chance to recognize and honor Frankie Beverly. So shout out to one of the baddest to ever do it, Frankie Beverly and Maze. I don't even know when they released their last album, but they still sell out.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing about it, and that's when it's what's up, Robin? How you doing, fam? That's when it's all about iconic music that just can never go anywhere. Frankie Beverly and Maze, if they had a concert, everybody was there and everybody knew all the words to all the songs. Frankie didn't even have to sing. Frankie put on some shorts and a white hat and come on out, and we would do the whole concert for him. Even though we paid to hear him sing, we gonna sing the whole concert. So
shorts.
Frankie wore white shorts. He had on white shorts and a white hat. When I saw him, every time I saw him, he had on white shorts and a white hat. Or white, shorts. Or some white linen pants. Or whatever, white linen pants. So, anyway, Frankie, you left, you did your thing. Yes, you came through. You left memories and you left music that is timeless. What's your favorite Frankie Beverly song? Our Maze song?
We Are One.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, we are one. We are one. Mine is Golden Time of Day.
That's another one.
The Golden Time of Day. That's it right there. Did you like Beyonce's Before I Let You Go? Before I Let Go?
You know what? I think she just put a different spin on it.
I hated it.
It was okay.
I didn't like it.
I'm talking from the musician side.
Okay.
Musician side, it was fun to play. Mm-hmm. Things like that. could it touch his original? Not at all.
No, I didn't like it, and I wish he would have left it alone. And I'm sorry, I love Beyonce, like for real, like down boots all the way through. I live for Beyonce. No, I live for Jesus. I love Beyonce. But what I'm saying is that I did not like it, and I think that because she's Beyonce, people gave her a pass.
Of course,
but,
just like with this country stuff.
Yeah, but I did country stuff. We're not gonna unpack that right now. What? So back to Frankie Beverly. Back to Frankie Beverly. So rest in peace, Frankie. Thank you so much. And then also on this morning, we lost another icon, Tito Jackson. Tito Jackson passed away. I'm not sure what Tito Jackson passed away from, but Tito Jackson passed away. So I think people sleep. What's up, bro? People sleep on Tito. Agreed. People sleep on Tito, but Tito was the Jackson 5. Tito was it. Chester, what's up, bro? Tito was a Jackson 5, and I know this is a great loss. Some people think that Tito was just the background, or Tito was just like a +1 to the party. No, Tito was the base of the Jackson 5. Tito was the Jacksons, and people just slept on him. And I think that Tito is an amazing individual, amazing artist. I think he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes,
as one of the greatest guitarists of all time.
I think he's just in there with the Jackson.
Okay,
5.
but I know somebody say he's one of the greatest guitarists because I mean you're in the shadow of Michael Jackson, so your other talents, get overlooked. I mean, except for Marlon. Did Marlon really have a? Okay,
we're talking about Tito.
Yeah, Tito and Jermaine were the.
Did he say stuff?
Yeah. Did he? Yeah,
I did.
He did.
His country
stuff. Okay, so Tito had a heart attack.
He had a heart attack on the way to another show.
Got it. Mia said hi, Dana.
Ooh, I can't see it.
Mia.
Hey, Mia.
Mia said hi. So we want to just pay homage to Frankie Beverly and Tito Jackson, two great legends, two great icons. They come in threes: James Earl Jones, Frankie Beverly, and Tito Jackson. Was there another one?
Tito kind of hurt. I kind of teared up last night
because of the musicianship.
No, just because everybody, when we were growing up, we wanted to be the Jackson 5.
Everybody, yeah.
So that really hurt. Tito really hurt because you don't expect. I mean, Prince, Michael Jackson, all of them. It's like they're invincible. They're not supposed to die.
Yeah, Whitney wasn't supposed to die.
But Tito. It's just when you see stuff like kind and nice people, and just to see them doing it, it's just
you're right. No,
it really hurt. It hurt me. It touched me because of what you're saying. Because he's been in the shadow, he never really got his just due.
Right.
His things like that, and you're Michael Jackson's brother. Oh no, I'm sorry, you're Tito Jackson.
Right.
Then his sons, trying to
3T,
trying to continue his legacy, and
then
he did try. He was doing his own blues thing and stuff like that. But that would hurt. It really did.
Is one of Tito's sons playing Michael Jackson in the?
No, that's Jermaine's son.
Jafar. Okay. Janie said her favorite Frankie Beverly song was "I Want to Thank You." How does that one go?
Sing it for us, and yeah. Let me find it.
I wonder how that one goes. Because instantly I went to the other one. The I want to thank you, Heavenly Father. But that's not it.
Wait, let me see.
So we're going to Google I want to thank you, and we're going to get into our next topic. So here we go. So every week we're going to have some questions. So last week we did an unpacking of COVID-19 and gave you the data and the rates of how COVID is impacting Los Angeles County. Also talking about the latest variants of COVID-19 and what you need to do to make sure you stay safe. So this we're going to talk about sex. That's just what I do. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about
you and me.
Let's talk about that may be. Let's talk about sex.
Okay, I'm finding
the
song.
So we're finding the song. All right, so our question of the night is this. Is safe sex boring? Is safe sex boring? And I asked this question because as someone who's worked in the field of sexual health for over 20 years, people are always saying, oh my God, Donta, you keep pushing these condoms, you keep pushing these absence, you keep pushing this, pushing that. I just want to get in and just hit it and beat it up and yada, 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 yada. So does that mean that safe sex is boring? Is having protected sex boring? Is having conversations about sexual health before sex boring? Is asking all the important questions? Is that boring? Is safe sex boring? What sex say ye? Get in these comments and let me know what the yes or a no. No judgment. No judgment. If you say yes, it is boring, hey, let's talk about it. If you say no, it's not boring, hey, let's talk about it. But the question is safe sex boring? What do you think, Dana? Is safe sex boring?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that.
Just for the purpose of the show.
I don't know.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, do you think?
I don't know. I can't. Yeah. Next question. Next question, Your Honor.
Jacob,
what's
up, man? What's up, man? You back in the States? Or you over there in London? Listen, if y'all not
with
checking,
a trench coat on,
y'all not checking for Jacob Lusk and the Gabriels, y'all are missing out. I'm telling you, go to iTunes, Apple, whatever, and download the Gabriels. Listen to Jacob Lusk. That's my brother. But it's safe sex boring? It's okay. So Jamil, this is the context. So we're talking about sex and being a healthy sexual, and you work in the field of health and whatnot, and many people will either never use a condom, don't talk about using condoms, don't ask questions before having sex, and they think that safe sex ruins the mood. If you go and get a condom before you penetrate, then that ruins the mood, and bringing a condom to the table, that ruins the mood. What's up, sis? That ruins the mood. So is safe sex boring? I asked
That's right,
Dana,
Jacob. Jacob's with me.
I asked Dana, and Dana was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. And that's cool. But I do know there are a lot of people out there who refuse to use a condom because they say that condoms take away from the moment. Dana, I guess I can't ask you this question, but for those who are out there who are prophylactic, is safe sex boring? Does it ruin the mood? Does it take away from the experience? Now, I do know that there are a lot of people who misuse condoms. There's a lot of folks out there who either get the wrong size condom, they get the wrong brand condom, they get condoms that don't fit appropriately and whatnot. So I'm just trying to say, is it okay? So Janie said, this guy told me asking for consent was weird. What?
Did you run away from this dude?
Yeah. All right, you just sit and say, let's unpack this further.
What do you mean
JD probably zipped everything back up and then leaned in and said, let's talk about this more. Let's unpack this. What do you mean asking for consent was real? If it ruins the mood was weak anyway. Jamil. That's a good answer. Mia said, no glove, no love, period. Just saying. So then that makes me wonder, is condom use more of an old school thing or more of a our generation type thing? Because the younger generation,
I think these kids,
these whippersnappers,
they just doing whatever.
I'm not gonna put that on them like that.
No,
I'm not gonna
crazy.
say that. I'm not gonna box them all in and say they just doing whatever. But I do think this new generation has a different approach to sex. I think they have a different approach to intimacy versus our generation. We're the VD generation. We're the STD generation, and then we also saw the onset of AIDS. So our approach to sex is a tad bit more skewed, and we're a tad bit more cautious. Hence why Mia said, "No glove, no love." That was our catchphrase back in the 90s.
But is it true to say because we don't have the tools that they have, the social media and all of that, we had to learn by trial and error?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. I mean, yeah, that's a
Does
really
that make
good,
sense?
That's a really good question, because nowadays this generation, they do have a lot of information out there that educates them on how to have healthy, safe sex,
and they don't even have to talk to their parents anymore because they can go on YouTube and find out everything.
They can Google, they can go to clinics, they can go to all that without the judgment,
any consent
and the shame. Right,
yeah.
right.
14 years old, you can sign yourself.
12 years old, you get an HIV test without your parental consent at 12. And I think a lot of parents don't know that. So your kids is out there bumping uglies, and you have no idea.
Who said that? Janine?
I think Jared is having less sex. Huh. Let's unpack it. Let's not combat it. Let me think. And that could be true. That could be true. This generation having less sex, because I know this generation,
less sex and more drugs.
I think Gen X and Gen X and Gen Z, and then upcoming Gen Alpha, I think they're more focused on making that money. They're more focused on being an entrepreneur. They're more focused on being on being part of that hustle. Yeah. And if you got an OnlyFans content, that doesn't mean you're having sex. You just showing your feet, or you showing your back, or whatever the case may be. So I think you get paid for all kinds of OnlyFans. It's supposed to got a back fetish, feet fetish, back fetish, armpit fetish, ear hair fetish. Some people, I don't. Hey, what you eat don't get me fat.
Back.
Yeah, but I think that's a good point. That's a good point. So Jamie said, I think this generation is having less sex. That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Let's see. Jamil said the technology is different now. You can take a pill and feel very safe. Feel are in quotes. And I think when he's talking about the pill, he's talking about PrEP. He's talking about PEP. And many of you probably don't even know there's a thing called DoxyPEP. DoxyPEP reduces your chance of contracting STDs.
Right.
So there's a pill that can reduce your chance of contracting HIV. There's also a series of pills that can reduce your chance of contracting STDs, syphilis, chlamydia, and gonorrhea. So if you pop in pills, why do you need a condom? Versus our generation, we more like, I don't trust no pills, no side, no doctor. Give me that latex and wrap my willy. Don't be silly. Mia said, okay, Chester, raw sex feels better. However, I believe many don't effectively consider the other side of that equation. We only get sorry once we catch something we can't get rid of. Bingo.
Yep.
Bingo. And do you know that there's still a lot of people that do not know how HIV is contracted? I did. Hey, I did 2024. I did a workshop.
What?
I did a workshop 2 weeks ago, and people were still asking me, "Will you catch HIV if blood drips on your skin, if the semen lands on your body, and all that?" And people still don't know. And if you don't think that you're part of that risky demographic, you're not going to investigate. You'll be like, well, why do I need to know? I'm not going to catch it. I don't go out there and do this and do that and do this and do that. But people don't know. So just to let people know real quick, when it comes to HIV, 5 body fluids, blood, semen, pre-cum, breast milk, vaginal secretions. Those are the 5 body fluids that can transmit HIV. You become exposed to those body fluids from someone who is living with HIV. Yes, you can possibly contract the virus. All right. If blood, semen, pre-cum, breast milk, all that stuff lands on your skin, it will not absorb into your body because your skin is not porous. If you take a shower, you got to wipe the water off after the shower, right? You don't take a shower and come out squishing like a sponge. You're not just moist and whatnot. No, you take a shower and moist. Moist. Praise the Lord. You don't come out and the water is not anywhere on you. It's in you. No, you come out, you got to dry the water off. Same with the body fluids. So someone happens to splish splash all over you, the splish splash is going to be on you until you wipe it off, or it turns into a little glaze like a donut. So you can walk around with the body fluid just all on you, thinking you cute and sexy. Oh, girl, I don't know what that
Thank
is.
you, Kwame. The word moist.
Yeah, boys. Yeah. I mean, you think about that. You walking around, you thinking you cute, and they like, girl, what's that on your cheek? And you like, what? Oh my God, Tyrone. So it's like, yeah. Let's see. Tasha said, I told my sons a baby is the easiest thing you can get from unprotected sex. There are multiple STDs you can't give birth to or let go 18 years. Yes. Basically, Tasha says, yeah, you can get her pregnant, but if you catch a STD or something, it's with you.
Right. The glaze,
the glaze is crazy. I'm saying, Jamil, they walking around, Shaw, walking around thinking you cute. Not realizing, you done got your chinois all up.
Right, I was thinking the same thing, Jamil.
And the whole back of your neck is just a Krispy Kreme donut, and you don't know what done happened. You don't wash all up. No, sis, you forgot the neck. The neck. So,
no, I just aged well. I'm like fine wine, Jamil.
But trust,
I never had a beer or. This is what it is. This is what it is. I'm like,
okay. So hold on. Let me finish my HIV 101 real quick. So of course you got the 5 body fluids. Then it's anal sex, oral sex, vaginal sex. That's it. There's no such thing as gay sex. There is no such thing as gay. Let me say that again.
Who came up with that?
There is no such thing as gay sex. There's anal sex, oral sex, vaginal sex. All right. If you have an anus, you can have anal sex. It does not matter of the gender. All right. Anal sex, oral sex, vaginal sex. Stop saying, well, I don't have all that gay sex. Guess what? Neither do I. So
Right.
just, so just keep that in mind.
Education yourself.
Is key. We talked about condoms. Yes, condoms are 99% effective. We also talked about PrEP, pre-exposure prophylaxis. That's a series of pills that you can take. Now, it's one pill you take a day. One pill to take a day that will decrease your chance of contracting HIV.
Now, educate people.
Go ahead.
Because I see the commercials, and it's only
Biktarvy?
Gay people in the commercials.
How you know they're gay?
Well, that's what. Well, okay, I'm assuming.
Right.
Can straight people take PrEP?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I didn't know that.
Yes.
From seeing the commercial.
Yeah, straight folks can take PrEP. So there are two pills that are available. It's Descovy and I think it's Biktarvy. I know it's going one of them, but one of them is only for men. It's only been tested on men. One is not for women. But yes. Yeah. So yes, when used correctly, condoms work. Now, if you put that condom on inside out the first time, then you take it off and try to flip it and say, "Oh, my bad," put it back on. Guess what? Your bodily fluids are now on the outside of the condom. So teach your kids, teach your sons how to properly put a condom on. It's a lot of little knucklehead boys out there. They'll put the condom on the wrong way the first time. And then I said, "Oh, dude, I put it on backwards." And she laying there when what's going on. And then he takes it off, flips it, and then puts it on the right way. Well, what's now on the outside of the condom? Pre-cum. It's on the outside of the condom. And then he penetrates the orifice. And guess what? Now his pre-cum is now inside the person. If your child has HIV or your partner, whatever, then they just put the other person at risk. All right. So put the condom on right. Also, fellas, I know this is a hard pill to swallow, but if you are not a Magnum, do not use a Magnum. I know. Bruh, if you're not a Magnum, and sis, ladies, queens, let me tell you something. If he comes over and he pulls out that gold foil and you happen to look down and see that he's not gold foil qualified, don't chuckle. Don't laugh at him. Just reach in your nightstand or your purse or your pocketbook and say, "Hey, baby, use this one." Don't make him feel bad. He walked in with this air of confidence saying, "Oh, I'm about to wear you out." And you're like, "Yeah, about that." Just politely grab the gold foil. Just delicately take it, kiss his finger. "Let me take that for you, kitten." Touch the side.
Can you stop?
This is the reason
why.
Educate
the women on the female condom.
Hold on, let me tell you. This is the reason why. If the condom is too big, it can come off inside you. And then he won't tell you the condom done came off. Trust me, men don't admit when the condom done broke or when the condom came off. And we know when the condom has broken and when the condom has come off. We know it's a whole different feel. It's a whole different feel when it comes off or it breaks inside of you. And you'll probably notice our face looks a little different. That turns to something totally different. And you're like, "Hey, something's
why
you look different. You look something done happened. Something done happened. All right. Now there is a thing called. It's not a female condom. It's a universal condom.
Educator.
Teach a moment. So there's a thing called a universal condom. Universal condom. All right. It can be used in lieu of the male condom. It is a larger condom, and it is designed to go inside the vagina or inside the anus. All right. There is a hard ring on the outside of it. You take the hard ring out for anal penetration. You leave the hard ring in for vaginal penetration. Now, the beautiful thing about the female or the universal condom is you can put it in up to 3 hours before having intercourse. So, ladies, if you finna go to the Red Onion, the Century Club, Tilly's Terrace, the VFW Post, you finna go out for the night, you grab that universal condom, you chug it on up in there, and you hit the block. You going out, no judgment, no nothing. So if you meet Harold and Harold's like, "Oh, baby girl, I don't want to wear no condom. I don't like condoms." You say, "Harold, it's fine. It is okay," because guess what? You now have the universal condom in you. And people ask, "Well, how does it work?" Well, when the body heats up, it literally meshes to the lining. So when it gets warm, it absorbs like a fruit roll-up. It just absorbs. So now that condom is in you. All right. After use, you take it out. Now it is a bigger condom. And when you extract it, it is big because it's polyurethane. It's not latex. So it is a thicker kind of material. It feels a little thicker and it's bigger. So it feels more durable, but it's different. And when you're done using it, throw it away. throw it. It's big enough where you like can hang it over the shower rod, but no, it's not stockings. Just throw it away and get another one. But they're very expensive. They're costly, so you can't like really get them like you want, like a regular condom, like by the bowl full. But whatever. So
the funny thing is, if the guy shows up with that, and the female gets scared, like, oh, that's you.
That's you. That's you.
That's you. That's what you working with. Come on in here,
right.
John Henry.
Right. Come on, Harold.
Come on, John Henry.
Yeah. So that's your HIV 101. But so safe sex does not have to be boring. It's not be boring. And then there are before you go to commercial break, what are some questions you feel must be asked before engaging in intimacy with someone you either just met? I don't judge a one-night stand, someone you just met, or someone you've been dating for a while and by taking it to the next level. What are some things you feel that need to be asked up front, outside of FICO score and all that? What are some things about intimacy that you feel need to be asked up front? And we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to look at some of your responses. So what are your must knows when it comes to being intimate that we must get out there?
There's a few.
Get out there. All right. So we're going to go commercial break. We'll be right back in about 2 minutes. Be right back.
Elevate your entertainment with Watch Vim. Discover the ultimate online streaming destination. Get an auto-renewing monthly subscription for unlimited content on all devices. Join us in supporting a Black-owned streaming platform that brings top-tier entertainment. Let the streaming excitement begin at Watch Vim, your seamless experience for endless entertainment. Stream online or download the Watch Vim app now.
Are you ready for enlightening conversations that transcend boundaries? Get ready for Conversations with Clergy, brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network. In partnership with the world's largest publicly funded international collaboration, the HVTN is dedicated to evaluating vaccines to prevent HIV and COVID-19. But their impact doesn't stop there. The HVTN is at the forefront of advancing vaccinology, social and behavioral sciences, statistics, immunology, and even contributing to the research on tuberculosis and COVID-19 vaccines. By supporting Conversations with Clergy, the HVTN not only brings you thought-provoking discussions, but also contributes to the global effort to combat infectious diseases. Tune in, stay informed, and be a part of the change. Conversations with Clergy, supported by the HVTN, empowering conversations, empowering lives. Join us in this journey of knowledge, understanding, and progress. Conversations with Clergy, proudly brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, because together we can make a difference. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the second half of Conversations with Clergy. Before commercial break, we asked you guys to give us a list of some must-ask questions pre-intimacy, and we're going to go ahead and look through this list right now. Starting with JD Branch, we got last STI test. Now, that is a good question to ask, but what if they say it was 2 weeks ago or last week? What does that really mean? What does that really mean if they took a STI test 2 weeks ago, but they've been smashing every day since that STI test? You got to think about it like that, because with HIV, there's a window period. So most HIV tests has a window period of, 6 to 12 weeks. So basically, if they took an HIV test today, but they had sex 2 weeks ago, their test could still come up negative because they're still within the window period. So you really want to get into the weeds with questions like that to make sure of I don't want to say their body count because it's kind of sex shaming, but it's like, well, when was your last intimate partner? What's your body count? But when was your last intimate partner? Because STI tests, that's something totally different. Let's see. Shaw Morrow said, how many partners are you currently having sex with? That's a phenomenal question. Now, if you ask that question, are you ready for the answer? Because I love how she said currently having sex with. Currently, like yesterday, you're like, what's going on right now? It's like, let me know. I don't mind being a number. But just let me know. Are you currently that's a great question to ask. Okay, now Janie cleaned up. When was your last sexual encounter? Are you currently sexually active? Oh, now she got a whole checklist. E. Taylor Doctor, that's an interesting one. Other than the sexual health questions, what is your prayer life like? I'm so serious because sex is spiritual for me. I think that's a really good question. What's your relationship with God? Because that's going to determine if we're going to get in the bed and really connect another level.
Y'all will have to pray before or after anyway.
You couldn't help it. You couldn't help it. You couldn't help it. You couldn't help it. But that's a really good question, because for some people, sex is spiritual. It is a spiritual moment because it is it's soul ties. It's like, what am I joining myself with? I need to know what's going on with you. Do you even believe in the same God I believe in? Come on here. Daryl said we can ask the questions. The challenge is, can we trust the answers?
Bingo.
Boom. Because I'm gonna tell you what I need to tell you so I can get some. I'm gonna say everything check negative, baby girl. Everything check negative. I'm clean as a whistle. I am clean, but can you trust the person? Yeah, the house is clean. What are your don'ts in sexual relationships? What are your don'ts? Oh, do you have don'ts?
I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Do not put your finger.
See, that's the problem.
Don't. That's a don't for me.
That's the problem.
But that's a don't for me.
We're going to do a show on the male P-spot. That's
still going to be a don't. No matter how good you try to make it look. Well, you know what? It makes you feel like you're on a Hawaiian island with the breeze flowing. No.
I'm going to do a show about the male P-spot. We're going to talk about the P-spot, which is for men what the G-spot is for women. It may not convince you, but it may teeter you a little bit to be like, I'm going to do a question because we can't be so boxed in. You can't be so boxed in. Do you know why? What is your why?
My don't is.
But do you have the why?
Well, I have a don't.
Well, but why is it a don't? Is it because of society?
No.
Are you scared you might like it?
No.
You're not scared you might like it. So why not just go out on a limb and say you never know till you try it?
God bless you, son.
Think of a food that you thought you wouldn't like that you love today.
I'm allergic to it. I'm allergic to shellfish. I can't eat shellfish.
All right, then. E. Taylor Doctor said, what is your sex safe word? That's good. What is your safe word? Because basically, after we pray, he basically said, once we get prayer out the way, I need to know what your safe word is. I'm going to put in some work.
I'm about to put on these Timberlands.
What is this tank top?
Turn my hat backwards.
Right. What is your safe word? That's a good question because that's a good question. What is your safe word? What is your safe word? Janie said the same thing. What are your turnoffs? What turns you on and what turns you off? And I think that's something a lot of people don't talk about. They don't talk about. I think some people set their partner up for failure because they don't open up about what they like and what they don't like. So then when it's over, they'll be laying like, that was whack, or that wasn't good, or he was too nasty, he was too freaky. But he never knew what you did not like.
Right.
You did not share.
He maybe used to choking somebody.
Yeah, and you look like, yo, don't choke me out. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait
a minute. No, listen, that's the safest sex word possible. No. AHT. No. Right. What can you talk about? Right.
Jesus.
What can you talk
Jesus.
about? I love that. I love that. My
just plead
safe
the
word
fifth,
is
gang.
no. I love that. I love that. So I think these are all great questions, but I think the best one was basically, can you believe them? So
Yeah, that's exactly.
it really
what
boils down to, are you about to be intimate with somebody that you can trust?
Yes.
You know, and I know trust is a huge word, but is it someone that you feel is going to be responsible enough in the bedroom to at least be honest? To be honest enough to say, hey, I have HIV. Hey, I have herpes. Both of those are viruses. There's no cure. There's no cure for HIV or herpes.
But why
so
not
be
have
honest.
why not have those conversations before you get to that point to where you don't have it? You know what I mean? Why not have it before you half naked or whatever?
No, you should.
Yeah.
But when do you have it? Over dinner? Over ice cream?
Why not?
When do you have it?
Right.
You know, I think we need to have the conversation before the bill comes.
Yeah.
You know,
that's going to determine
who pay the bill. Because if I'm opening up to you, you say, "Oh, well, you know, we not gonna do nothing."
Hey,
like, "Oh, well, you know, we going Dutch, right?"
You talking about spooning?
You know,
that's like that.
What about
that's like Netflix? How do you say it? And chill.
Mia, what? Mia, what? What? Pillow Princess? What? Mia, what's going on?
Are you telling your secrets there?
Mia, what's happening, Mia? We need to get Mia on the show, clutching pearls. Right.
What
Mia,
about big? How big is the spoon?
Right,
is it the spoon we used to have back in the day?
The big wooden spoon next to the panther on the wall,
or a teaspoon?
Right. What's going on, Mia?
What are you trying to spank somebody?
So, all right, y'all. So that's our.
Well, come on in.
So that's our talk about sex for tonight. We're gonna go into some pop culture just to liven it up a bit, just to
that was live.
That was lively, but we don't want to leave it like we just two ratchet clergymen. We want to, just
we hear you.
We won't do that. So hot topics. Here we go. So listen, the Emmys were last night. You know, for those that like that kind of stuff, the Emmys were last night, and I'm trying to figure out for the life of me why this actor was not nominated for an Emmy, because he did a phenomenal job. Why did they overlook Luke James? If you guys saw Them, The Scare, it was on Amazon Prime. When I say Luke James bodied that role, Luke James don't wake you up for it. Devon, why? Why? If you listen to Cater to You, Kelly Rowland said, tap me on my shoulder and I'll roll over. That's supposed to be something.
Just don't wake up.
Yeah, don't wake up. He probably clutches the blanket tighter. Starts
stay sleeping. Wake up in the morning and say,
fake snoring.
Did we?
Yeah. Did we? Yeah. Why you didn't wake me up? I tried.
I tried. It's too late.
Yeah. So if you guys saw Them, The Scare,
watch
it. Luke James was amazing. I am trying to figure out, why was he not nominated? And I don't know if it was because he was Luke James, they didn't take him seriously, or whatever the case may be. But he gave the performance of the year, as far as I'm concerned. I think it was multi-dimensional, multi-layered. He stepped outside of his box. If you have not watched Them, The Scare, it's not really scary. It's scary, but it's not scary. It's like scary. It's like DEFCON 1 scary.
Okay.
Scary. It's not scary. But yeah, that's my big thing. And then the next one, if you have not seen Baby Reindeer, yes, I think it deserved the nomination. Those actors were amazing. If you've not seen Baby Reindeer, it's on Netflix, and it was great. It was nothing like what you thought it was going to be. It was a whole different twist and turn of a story. So check out Baby Reindeer on Netflix, and then check out Them, The Scare. It's really part 2 of Them. So if you saw Them, the first season or whatever, it's kind of like American Horror Story, how they have these different stories, but it's the same characters and whatnot.
I want Luke to put out another album. I want
him
to put out another record.
Yeah, because Luke's range is amazing. Luke is a beast.
Yeah.
So then next up, we have outside of the Emmys, we have these two. Of course, we know these two. Y'all know who they are, right? You know that is okay.
I think.
Yeah, Kamala.
Yeah, I know
Kamala and the other guy.
The guy.
You
notice he's not as orange as he was the last time.
Well, that's because he had a second assassination attempt.
Oh, so they scared him.
Right. Yeah. So here's my question. When we think about what's going on, the presidential debates and the election season, all this kind of stuff, social media is like a lot. So is social media helping or hindering the race for president? Is it skewing the vote? Is it frustrating you? Is it giving you a headache? Is social media causing you to lose friends, family, and loved ones because of their opinions and posts about the candidates? What is social media doing for you when it comes to the race for president? How is it affecting you?
I think it's shining a light on a lot of things as far as people's beliefs.
Okay.
I think that it's, again, as I always say, social media can be a good thing if it's used correctly.
Right.
I think it's helping her that he's being who he is and using it to bash her and say other things to other people. Just like when he tweeted, I believe it was something about Taylor Swift.
Right.
Now, that was probably 2 million votes he's lost automatically.
Allegedly, right.
Allegedly. But I think it could be a good thing, again, like I said, if it's used correctly. And what I mean by is shining a light on things. Some people you may have not even thought was a Republican.
That part.
And see them in there, oh yes, and you like, oh, now are you going to be unfriend them? No, that's their belief. That's what they want to do. I'm sure I have friends that are Republicans and things of that nature, but you don't know because most people are silent on who they vote for. But with social media, you sit back and you watch who's agreeing with what, and then that shows you, oh,
right,
okay,
right.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, it's frustrating me. It's wearing me thin. It's wearing me low. I'm looking like you got to be kidding me, because it's like all the back and forth. But you're right. People that I'm seeing that's like responding, opposite of my beliefs. I'm looking like, wow, I never knew that you thought that way. I never knew that you believed that. And I'm kind of looking like, yo, are you serious? But listen, our producer Kwame just inboxed us something, and it's fresh off the press. So Diddy was just arrested.
Maybe that's why my cousin was calling.
Yeah, Diddy was and I just pulled it up. So Sean Combs arrested in Manhattan after grand jury indictment. So of course we can't do the whole story right now. You guys can fact check. We did fact check. You guys can Google it after the show, but Diddy was just arrested. And it's amazing because we weren't doing the show when all the Diddy stuff came out. Otherwise, we'd have had all kind of opinions and whatnot. It's not really an opinion because we know. But I think that this is something that the chickens have come home to roost. And I know quite a few people that have either worked in the Diddy camp or did stuff for Diddy with Diddy, and
I think it was that last.
They like, yo, that last video.
That video, and then Don Richards just came out. I think that's what just took it over to.
Yeah.
Is it Richards?
Don Richards. Yeah.
She just came out with some allegations. So.
Yeah. So, Pyro is no joke. When I say Pyro is ready, they ready. But yeah, it's I'm not sure how to feel about it, because I'm like, what he did was just horrific. It was just heinous. It was horrible. But then you got people out there who were like, well, I'm not listening to Diddy's music no more.
That's impossible.
I can't say that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that at all. I can separate the monster from the master, the artist, whatever. I mean, I think that's just asinine, because when I went to the Bad Boy reunion tour a few years ago, that was the best concert I've ever been to in my entire life. And I've been to a lot of concerts, but that Bad Boy reunion tour, baby, when I say everybody came out and just annihilated, but erasing the whole Diddy catalog is erasing the 1990s.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like telling the 90s to go away. Jodeci, Toto, that's all. Y'all just get up out of here. You can't do that. But I do think that he's getting what he deserves. And I will say that if you do not put your hands on anybody, let alone a woman. You never touch a woman as a man. I don't care how much yin yang running her mouth she give, but you don't talk about no woman. Go ahead, about no woman. So
excuse me.
So he got to answer the emergency phone call, but I'm gonna go ahead and take over. So we got the Diddy news. So we're back. We're at like the last 10 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and was there other I can't remember now. You done threw me off, Kwame, with the whole Diddy thing. I'm like, now I got to go dig deeper and research that. So is there other stuff on the docket? That was it? Okay. All right. So now we're at the end. So it is 7:50. We're at the tail end. And this is the part where we put on our clergy collars and we inspire you. We come out and we just inspire you. We motivate you. We give you some words of encouragement, some words of wisdom, some words of love, and some words of light. So Dana is heading back right now and he's going to go first and just give you something to get you through the rest of your week. Here we go.
Sorry about that, guys. I had an emergency phone call from my cousin. And
is all well?
Yeah. She called me twice. So
she don't know you go live on Mondays?
We go live
on Monday.
All right. So we're at the part where I'm giving Finding Peace Within.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you guys a little drop from the DANA.
Okay.
But okay. So Finding Peace Within. I have a little things. So accept what you can't change. If we learn to accept what we can't change, it'll stop stress. It'll stop worry. It'll stop some sicknesses, because a lot of people tend to worry about things that are out of their control, that are out of their control. And I've learned not to do that. It makes you look old, things like that. If you can't do nothing about it, just give it to God and let him handle it. Let him work it out. It's a song that said, Jesus will work it out if you let him. Mm-hmm. All right. So, all right. The next one is forgive. Learn to forgive. Because if you're walking around with all of that on you, I didn't say forget. I said forgive. Sometimes you have to get that stuff off of you so that you can go and live in peace. Because a lot of times people are sitting there looking at you and they're the ones that know that they did you wrong and watching you crumble, fall, and and they're going on about their life, giggling and laughing because it's like, I got him, I got you, I got you. So forgive. I didn't say forget, but if we forgive, it opens up the door for other things to happen in your life as well. Because you can't fill up something that's already full. So some of these things we have to get out of us and get rid of so that we can be full or refill. Sometimes we need a refresh and a refill. All right, stay present. Stay present. Stay in the know. Know what's going on. Be present. Forget about the past. If we can't change anything about the past, stay present and try to create a positive future. Let's live for right now and for the future. What we can't change and what we can't go back to, forget it. I know a lot of people will see us and be like, oh, y'all saved, but I remember when you used to. Who cares about when you used to?
We all got a story.
We all got it when we used to. Everybody that's watching us got it when we used to.
Baby.
Let it go. Just let it go. All right.
We got to still do.
Right.
Used to and a still do.
Right. And then focus on yourself.
Right.
Because if you can't focus on yourself, it's hard for you to help others. Because if you're not focusing on yourself, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not keeping yourself healthy, it's impossible for you to help others. Sometimes you have to put a mirror in front of yourself and encourage yourself. Talk to yourself sometimes. You may have to get in that closet. You may have to get in and find that prayer time. Get with yourself and talk to yourself. It feels good sometimes when you sit there and you be like, man, I'm so glad I didn't do that. I'm so glad I didn't, encourage yourself, talk to yourself. Keep a journal, write stuff down. Because sometimes we get busy in the day, a lot of stuff is going on and we'll forget. But if you keep a journal, you can always go back and read that journal, read what you wrote, and then you can focus on that thing and try to perfect whatever that is, or scratch it out and leave it alone.
Right.
Connect with nature. Sometimes it's okay to go to the park by yourself. Where we live, we can go to the beach by ourselves, walk on the beach, rent a bike. Ooh, if you don't have a bike, rent a bike. Now we got these little scooter things out here. Do that stuff. Sometimes it's good to just go and self-reflect on where God has brought you from, where he's brought you to, and where he's taking you to. Come on. Because a lot of times we forget what we were in. We forget what God has done for us. And we want to just focus on, God, I need, I want. God has given you everything that you can bear in this present time. Because if he says, if you can't take care of the small thing, why am I going to bless you with more? So focus on the now. So, and then thank him for that. And then you can get to the next way, the next level. And the last one is take away. Take away from what you learned that you have maybe probably made a mistake on. Take away from that. Those instances, life repeats itself.
Yeah.
life repeats itself. So take away from an incident or something that happened and then may come up again. Now you know how to deal with it versus bugging out. Again, going back to worrying, stressing. Take away, if something comes up that happened to me before, I know how to deal with it now. It's like oil and water. It's not gonna mix. Brush it off my shoulder. So that's my little 2 cents. Just take time to self-reflect, keep yourself healthy, and be the best you. Don't compete with yourself. Don't compete with everybody else because God is creating you to be the best you that you're going to be and what you want to be. So that's me.
And for me, my thing basically is don't hold grudges. And if there's someone out there right now that you were super duper close to and a misunderstanding occurred or something happened that is fixable, fix it. Fix it. Really, it's worth it. It is definitely worth it. Life is too short to keep going through each day wondering with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and missing moments with someone who really held a special place in your life. We all have messed up. You could have been the problem. And if you were the problem, call and apologize. Call and say, yo, I know I did what I did. I know I kind of shook the foundation of our friendship, our relationship, or whatever. And I want to apologize. Just own the part that you play. It's nothing like self-accountability. And if you feel that you are not the reason for the fallout or whatnot, but that friendship meant enough to you or you had that kind of value, just call the person. And if it goes awry or if it goes amok, then you know. You did your part. You did your part. But I think a lot of us are walking around with a lot of unresolved issues, a lot of unresolved situations, and that's adding to our stress. That's adding to our anxiety. We got enough to worry about as it is than to be taking on more stuff. So if there is someone out there that you're looking like, I really miss that person, whether it's a he, her, they, them, I don't care who it is. If you miss that person, you owe it to yourself and that other person, because I guarantee you the same way you're missing them, they are missing you. If there was any kind of meat on that bone, it's going both ways. But both of y'all are being stubborn. Y'all are being pig-headed. Y'all sitting there saying, I ain't gonna call till they call. Well, one of y'all gotta break down and do it, because the last thing you want to do is see them laying in the casket. I'm just saying, are laying in ICU, and you're sitting there saying, wow, I should have picked up the phone. I should have reached out, but now it's too late. And that's something you will never get back. So I would just say, do your part. And then if it does not work out after you did your part, then you know that door is closed and it is shut. All right. It is closed and it is shut. So you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the friend. Don't let all this anger and hate and whatnot fester in your heart, because once your heart is hardened, it's hard for you to pull in new people. And you probably say, well, I don't need no friends. I don't need no this. No, we all need somebody. We all need somebody. We were not put here to be alone. We need companionship. We need friendship. We need a community. We need a village. What's up, Cuzzo Cedric? We need a village. We need something to just affirm us, to remind us, to let us know that we're alive. We need that. So don't box yourself in and say, I don't need nobody. All long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. Okay. That's a great song. I love it, but we all need somebody. So you could be that somebody to somebody else. Now let somebody else be that somebody to you. Amen and amen again. So thank you for watching Conversations with Clergy. Listen, make sure to follow us on YouTube. Follow Pyro on YouTube. Follow the Donta Show on YouTube. I'm going to change the name on YouTube. Don't worry. Follow all of us on YouTube. I felt your spirit. I felt it. I felt it in my shata. I felt it. Follow us on YouTube and do what you gotta do. So listen, make sure tonight you have a wonderful night's rest. We're all gonna go to sleep anyway, but have a wonderful night's rest. There is nothing like getting rest. So when you get in bed on tonight, focus on rest. Say, Lord, let me have a restful night's sleep, because you don't want to go to sleep and you toss and turn all night and you wake up tomorrow just as tired as you were when you lay down. No, Lord, let everyone under the sound of my voice have a wonderful night's rest on tonight. We all wake up rejuvenated, we all wake up refreshed, and we all wake up feeling ready to conquer a new day. All right, so be great, everybody, on purpose. And what?
Can I give my Instagram?
Yeah.
Why you saying like that?
I was at benediction. We got 1 minute left.
At DNA716 Instagram. Follow me.
Follow me on Instagram, Donta_Morrison. Donta_Morrison on the IG. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, all that stuff. Hit us up. We'll hit you up back. All right, everybody. So have a wonderful night. We love you. We'll see you next Monday right here at 7 o'clock. Take care. Good night and God bless. Peace.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.